sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna be doing a DVD collection video, ASMR video, of course. So I got most of them are DVDs. I might have a couple of Blu-ray, but this is pretty much the collection that I have. So I hope you enjoy this one. Alright, I also got some water here and some watermelon. So alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. These here. Alright. So I had to start it off with, of course, my pretty much favorite movie collection of all time. And that is, you already know, Harry Potter. Not sure you guys have watched Harry Potter, but it is a really, really good movie. Especially the Sorcerer's Stone, because it starts you off telling you the beginning parts of Harry Potter. This one, got this too. So if you haven't watched any of the Harry Potter movies, you are missing out. You are missing out. If you enjoy magic and wizards and stuff like that, you're for sure gonna enjoy these movies. Basically to do with magic. I'm not gonna get too much into detail in case you haven't watched it, but it's really, really, really good. Of course, this is the second part, Harry Potter, the Chamber of Secrets. This one, there's this too. as the third one and the fourth one. Third one being this one right here, Prisoner of Azkaban, and the fourth one is here, Goblet of Fire. The Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire. Honestly, the fourth one, Goblet of Fire, is probably one of my favorite ones. I don't know, it's just really intriguing, and I feel like a lot happens in that movie in a way. A lot of fun things and crazy stuff. I don't know, I just really liked it. I'm not sure if I could even rank it, but it might be one of my top 3 out of all of them. So, third and fourth there. Right here, I got number 5, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So this is 5 and 6, part 5 and part 6. It's 5, Order of Phoenix, and Half-Blood Prince. And you guys are gonna kill me for those Harry Potter fans out there. I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna disappoint you. I only have part 2 of Deathly Hallows, which this is the last of the movies. But obviously there's a part 1 and this is part 2. This is like the finale of all of them. Unfortunately, I have no idea why. I feel like I couldn't find it or something. Something went wrong, but I mean, nevertheless, at least got the second part of the last one, which, man, crazy stuff happens in this one too. A lot of things get uncovered, and just leave it at that. Sorry again for the background noise. Again, I do apologize, but there is a lot of cars around my neighborhood that pass by. I unfortunately live in a very busy intersection. But that is the second part of Deathly Hallows. Let me take a sip of my water real quick. Moving on. To got another one here. Some of them are still a little dusty, but I tried getting them clean. But yeah, iRobot. This it's a good movie. It's basically about robots. As the title says, iRobot. It's a really good one. I'm sure you guys know who Will Smith is, of course. great actor. He comes out in it. And it's just a story about robots, how they kind of try to take over the world. Something along those lines, I believe, if I remember. But it's a really good one. It has a really good story. So I highly recommend you watching this if you haven't done so. Some DVD looks. Alright, and I guess I should have presented you this one alongside the Harry Potter, but that's what it is. This one is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Actually, I feel like I had the other two. So there's three of them. There's Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. The second one is Lord of the Rings, The Twin Towers. And then this is the third one, The Return of the King. I feel like the presentation on this one was really awesome. I just really like the case. It almost looks like a book. Just take it from the shelf. And this is how it looks inside. Even has like a little map. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Plus all these extra things on it, like I forget, it's like an extended version. If you guys haven't watched any of the Lord of the Rings movies, I highly recommend them as well. A little bit different than Harry Potter, but still involves a little bit of magic and different races of people, and they go to war with like the forces of evil, basically. That's kind of the bottom line. And a younger boy gets a hold of a ring, which is like a powerful ring, and they're basically after the ring, like the evil forces are after the ring, and Frodo, that's the name of the main character, and a lot of stuff happens. These movies are really long, so I think especially The Return of the King, this one, I think it's like 3 hours long, so but it keeps you entertained. So really good movie. Now this one is The Time Traveler's Wife with Eric Bana and Rachel McAdams. Great actors. It's a romantic movie. I like any type of movies, every genre. Don't hate. But yeah, it's awesome. Awesome movie. It's basically, let me read the synopsis for you. The most romantic movie since The Notebook. So that's what one person says, or a channel, with this clear channel. Lose yourself in timeless love with this gloriously romantic story of the journey of two hearts. Artist Claire Absher, which is Rachel McAdams from The Notebook, shares a deep emotional bond with Henry de Tamble, which is Eric Bana, a handsome librarian who travels involuntarily through time. Knowing they can be separated without warning, Claire and Henry treasure the moments they have together, imbuing them with the yearning and passion of two people imprisoned by time and set free by love, based on the #1 seller. So yeah, really good movie. Has a good storyline to it. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick dive into horror movies. I guess horror and thriller. 28 days later. Oh, and it says here, I bought it for $5.99 at GameStop. Oh look, and I think since I was a pro member, I get a total discount of 60 cents. Wow. It's a lot of money. Basically, there's like a plague that happens in this movie. People get infected, and it's like a big city. People get infected, and they try to fight. It's kind of like a zombie movie. So if you haven't watched it, I recommend it. It's a good story too. It's interesting, and it has, some horror kind of thriller in there, but it's pretty good. I recommend this movie. It's if you're trying to get scared, this is a good movie. And of course, if you like zombies as well. Now, unfortunately, I don't have all the Halloween movies, but I should, because I'm a big Halloween fan. But either way, I got Halloween 2, which is one of the movies of Michael Myers, the Rob Zombie, by Rob Zombie. I'm not sure if some people have some controversy when Rob Zombie started creating these films or directing them, but I mean, they have definitely a different feel. I'm not gonna sit here and debate which I liked more, but I mean, each person has their own taste, and I don't think I mind them. I got Halloween 5 from the original series, Revenge of Michael Myers. So really, really good ones. I think that the Halloween series in general is really, 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 really good. If you haven't, watched any of the Halloween movies and you like slashers, thrillers, highly, 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 highly recommend these movies. They're classics, and it's your like classic slasher film. If you don't know who Michael Myers is or Halloween, a little surprising, but that's kind of one of the first people you think of when it comes to slashers. But yeah, it's very, very good. So next is It in Blu-ray. This is the not the original. Sorry, the first from the basically the newer version of the original. That's what I tried to say. But if you haven't watched the original It, I probably suggest you watch it first. I mean, it's not necessary because you pretty much, it's like a remake of it, but like a newer version of it, but it is different. So either or, you can watch this one first or watch the one first, however you want. But they're both good in their own way, the original and this one. So the back looks evil clown, Pennywise, the dancing clown. So that is I honestly don't even know what part this is. I want to say the fifth one, maybe. Not sure. But yeah, it's one of the Fast and Furious. I feel like I used to have all of them, or at least more of them. I'm not sure what happened to them, but I'm looking at my collection here to see if I missed anything. No. There's other games there too, but this one's just the DVD collection movie. So, I mean, maybe one day I'll do another video showing my video games from different consoles. So, yeah, this was probably the last one that I liked of them. I mean, given the fact that I didn't watch any of them, I guess I'm being a little, how do you say it? I guess I'm already judging beforehand, but the other ones don't really appeal to me. The newer ones after this one, I just, for some reason, I don't even try. Like, I feel like they got into too much action, if you guys understand me. They got too much into action, and they don't even, like, pretty much race anymore. It's just all about missions and stuff like that. It's kind of nuts, but this one is the Gladiator. Russell Crowe, good actor as well. Good movie. Basically, it's based like on the, I want to say like, kind of like the Roman Empire times, something like that, and he gets to fight, like he gets to like fight certain things, and things like that. It's a really good movie. Nevertheless, it's literally says the general became a slave, the slave who became a gladiator, the gladiator who defied an empire. So it's a really good movie, by the way. If you like war or like old school fighting, with swords and all that, good movie. Man, I haven't heard of this one in a while. Vin Diesel, Riddick. I even forgot. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot that I had 3 of them. The Riddick trilogy has Pitch Black, Riddick, Dark Fury. It's an interesting movie. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But it is basically it's this journey to a remote hostile planet with a group of maroon passengers who learn their escape. Convict Riddick isn't the only thing they have to fear in Pitch Black. Then see him battle ruthless soldiers of origin and vicious creatures and renowned animator Peter Jones, The Chronicles of Riddick, Dark Fury, and finally Riddick finds himself humanity's unlikely champion. Special effect field. The Chronicles of Riddick. Join Riddick in 3 times the action, 3 times the adrenaline, and 3 times the adventure, as the Riddick trilogy makes complete one of the greatest sci-fi epics of all time. If you like sci-fi things, things with outer space and creatures, I recommend this movie. Vin Diesel. That's not bad. Alright, so we're gonna dive in now to some feel-good, kind of funny and action movies. So, 21 Jump Street with Jason Tatum. Channing Tatum. I don't know why I said Channing Tatum. And Jonah Hill. This movie's pretty funny. They like missions, and they get into like trouble, and they just, it's a funny one. It's pretty funny though. Came out a little while ago already, but it's pretty funny. I feel like they make a pretty good duo. Now here, classic feel good movie, The Sandlot. Really good movie. A group of kids that like to play baseball, like to hang out. They encounter random little things. Just growing up as a child. Feel good movie. Pretty good. Pretty good. The Sandlot is, I would say, one of the movies I used to watch a lot when I was a kid. Really good one. I really recommend it. It's just the easy to watch, feel good movie. Actually, I'll put this one here for now. And then, okay. Now, anger management with Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler. Yeah, it's like a feel-good movie, funny movie. It's about trying to manage their anger by doing therapy. Just like a feel-good, funny movie. Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson, two pretty big actors. It's pretty good. Got Charlie's Angels. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like a funny action movie. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. Good movie. It's just, they encounter crazy missions. They complete a bunch of missions. Cool, funny one. Alright. Now we got here Matrix Revolutions. It's if you like that type of like kind of like sci-fi, how do I call it, sci-fi futuristic kind of movies. Matrix Revolution is a good one for you. Don't really know how else to describe it. I haven't watched it in so long, so yeah. But I remember it being pretty good. Pain and Gain. This is a really funny one, in my opinion. Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Two big actors. They both like pumping iron, just lifting weights, getting big. But along the way, they get into trouble, and they end up just making their lives very difficult on themselves. But it's a really good one. I really recommend this one. It's like a white or a clear disc. Really funny movie. Oh, and I believe Pain and Gain is based on a true story, or based on actual people. So now we got 30 minutes or less. This is a really funny movie. A lot of funny guys. Jesse Eisenberg, Danny McBride, Aziz Ansari, Nick Swardson. So, let's see here. Nick is a small-town pizza delivery guy whose mundane life collides with the big plans of two wannabe to be criminal masterminds. The volatile duo kidnaps Nick and forces him to rob a bank with mere hours to pull off the impossible task. Nick enlists the help of ex-best friend Chad. As the clock ticks, the two must deal with the police, hired assassins, flamethrowers, and their own tumultuous relationship. It's a funny one. It has some action in it, but it's funny and cool. Recommend this one too. It's pretty funny. Yes, here. Another Blu-ray Training Day. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I would say, if I had to come down to it, oh, that's so hard. I'm not gonna put top 5, but I'll probably put top 10. I'll put top 10. Put it at top 10, but it's a really good one. It's Denzel and Ethan Hawke. It's just about a rookie cop, which is Ethan, and he gets involved with crooked cop, which is Denzel, and just gets in the world of trouble. He has to do crazy stuff to kind of prove himself, and he just gets mixed up with the wrong people. And along the way, there's a lot of action and a little violence here and there, but it has a really good storyline to it. Really like it. Really like it. Highly recommend this movie. Next, we got King Kong. This is a very long movie. I believe it's like 3 hours long. I want to say 3 hours and 8 minutes apparently. A really good movie. It's kind of another classic film, you could say. Just about King Kong, doing his thing. People trying to capture him and things like that. It's a really cool film. Next one is I Spy. It's another funny action film with Owen Wilson and Eddie Murphy. Just a very funny duo. It's a really good movie if you want to laugh and see action. This is a good movie. I highly recommend it. It's an older movie. Think like maybe mid-2000s, I want to say. I don't think it says, but definitely early to mid-2000s, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a really funny movie. American Me. This is like film about, I believe it's a film based on, it's based on a true story, but it's basically the life of people that went to prison and were involved in gangs and stuff, and it's really good movie though. It's let's see here. Yeah, so it's the leader of the Mexican mafia, and I think Edward James Olmos did a really good job in portraying himself as one of the leaders and stuff like that. It's a really good movie. It has a really good story. It's based on a true story. If you like history, if you like reading about people like that, it's a really good movie. see it, but next one is Troy. I don't have the original box, I believe, but Troy. Now, Troy. It's a old school about, I believe, Achilles, and is how he got you to fight the Empire and stuff like that. If you like old war movies, I highly recommend it. Great battle scenes and great actors. Eric Bana also comes out in it, and Orlando Bloom from the better known from Pirates of the Caribbean and other films I can't think of, but really good actors, and overall it's a really good film. Coming down to my last DVDs, I used to be a big wrestling fan when I was a kid, so this is WrestleMania 20. This is 20. If you enjoyed wrestling, this is basically one of the go-to WrestleManias, one of the classics. I also got WrestleMania 21. The year after of WrestleMania 20. Bunch of good fights in it too. And I also got WrestleMania 22. Another good one. I think after this one, I want to say after this one I stopped watching wrestling. Maybe a couple more. I watched a couple more maybe, but I stopped watching when I was maybe, I want to say between the ages of 13 and 15. I stopped watching wrestling in general. I don't know, I just kind of got over that stage, and I guess it wasn't entertaining to me anymore. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for my DVD collection. Again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave this video a thumbs up. Please support my channel. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to my channel and comment on my videos and share them as well. I hope all of you take care, and I will see you in the next video.